Good morning everyone, it's Tina from Rainbow Creations. It's Sunday, so I have another day that I can play in my creation station. I'm following on from yesterday. I seem to have discovered a pouring medium that works quite well for me if I want cells. So I'm using the same pouring medium again today, which is just, I don't actually measure it, but it's approximately 60% PVA glue. This is the one I got, very cheap. 20% Floetrol and then 20% water. And then I've mixed my paints. These are sort of 1-to-1, just about. I'm trying to get so it just leaves a little trace and then disappears quite quickly. Yesterday I added silicone to my paints. Today I'm not adding any because I want to see what results you get just using this pouring medium and the paint straight. So I've changed the colour slightly from yesterday. Instead of yellow, I'm actually using a gold today. The gold is Perfect Ideas Metallic Effect Gold. Instead of the crimson, I've actually mixed these two. It doesn't actually say what that colour is, but it's quite a pink, and I mixed it with vermilion, and I've got this sort of pinky tone paint. And then the blue, instead of phthalo blue, I've mixed these two Montmartres. This one is purple and that's cerulean blue. And then I've just got the white and the black, which are both from Crawford and Black. Not sure where my black, oh there, and the black. And that's it. So no silicone. I'm going to do a flip cup. I'm going to do it on a wood board that I scraped. This was already prepared. This was one where I was having a go at using house paint. I absolutely hate house paint. I do not like using it. It's horrible. I hate the texture. Even though you get low VOCs, I hate the smell. So I'm not going to do it again. So I'm back to just using acrylics. This isn't perfect, this surface, but it doesn't matter because I'm still basically experimenting to see what results I can get. So I'm going to layer my cup. Actually, I might have to do two. I don't know if I've got enough for two. No, I'll just do one. And I'll use quite a lot of the white and black. So start with white. When I've done this one, it's actually going to be time to clear up my creation station. I apologise, as you can see, it's in a bit of a mess. I've been so busy creating, I've not really spent much time tidying up after myself. So I need to spend an hour or so doing that, working out what paints I'm nearly out of so I can order some more, or go and walk into town and get some before we all go into lockdown. So I'm quite happy to stay at home as long as I can paint. Right, again, I'm just random. I'm not actually thinking about what I'm doing. I'm just picking up paint and putting it in. So as I said yesterday, obviously if blue hits the goldy colour, you'll get a sort of a greeny colour. If blue hits the red, we'll get a purpley colour. The black and the white together will give us a grey. The black and the red will give us a dark purple. Yeah, so it's just all a bit random, really. I'm just doing as I feel. Whoops, without really thinking about it. And what will be, will be. Go with some more white. And then we'll put black. Put quite a thick layer of black in here. Then we'll go with yellow. See, that's going to finish off the yellow. Then we'll go red. Reddy pinky colour. It's a bit like the fuchsia. That's it. A bit like a fuchsia colour. Right, that's that gone. And then we'll put more black. And then we'll put white. And then blue. This will finish the blue off. I've been doing this because when I first started doing pouring, it was actually quite confusing because you tend to jump from one artist's video to another and you pick up bits and pieces, and then you get confused as to what mixes you should use to do what, and thicknesses and all that sort of stuff. So I've stopped now. I've stopped and I've created quite a few nice things, but sometimes it's just luck. You know, you think, wow, that's amazing, and the next time you try and do something, you forget how you did the mix and everything, and you can't recreate it. You can never actually recreate a painting anyway. You know, that's the beauty of fluid paint. You control it to a certain degree with the colours that you use. You can tease it around your board or your canvas, but you cannot do one day and say, right, I'm going to do exactly the same again tomorrow. It's just not possible. So anyway, yeah, you can get confused. You follow one artist and you think, yes, I'll have a go at doing that. You forget about what you'd learnt from another artist maybe, and then you lose the plot a little. Sorry, I'm going to have to do it like that because it's a full cup and I can't actually just flip it over. Yeah, you lose the plot. So I decided, right, stop. Try and find out what exactly works for me. As I said, I've tried house paint. I absolutely hate working with house paint. I really do not like it. I know people get some nice effects with it, but it's not for me. So I am back to using acrylic entirely. Depending on what I'm doing, sometimes I will put a base layer down, but like in this case I haven't. But this is an experiment, so you know, it may end up a bit lumpy. What I've got in here probably will not cover the whole canvas anyway, or the whole board, and I'll probably have to add a bit of paint around the edges, but that's fine. It's what you personally want to do and what you like. You know, you can watch videos and pick up ideas, but then you need to find your own way of doing things. I don't know if any of you have ever seen any of my stuff. Here's one. This is a round that I did. Still waiting to be resined. I actually quite like that. I stretched the things out. Here, this was a dip, which gives you like a feathery effect. There's quite some nice cells in this as well. And then I also, there's this one. I actually love this one. And I'm not sure, originally I was going to embellish it and paint over the top of it, but I actually quite like it now, and I think that is the way this needs to hang. It's like looking into the crevices in snow, basically, you know, and like nature's trying to fight back, the greenery coming through. I love it, and I don't know whether to keep it or whether to put it up for sale, so it's still here thinking about it. Then there's things like this. This will be a clock eventually that has had one coat of resin, but not finished yet. Anyway, I could go on. There is loads in my art room, but I'll stop now and get back to this. So I shall move it up here a bit. And go. Do a bit of moving it around. Look at those cells coming out already. There's no silicone in here. Right, do not want to lose it off the edge there. Just tip back way a little bit. Let me turn it round. Wow. Okay, I am going to just slowly start to move this around the board. Try not to stretch the cells out too much. There's some pretty colours in here. I like that gold going through the middle. Right, stop again for a minute. Go back to the centre. I'm going to take it down that way. Don't quite take it off the edge because I'm not ready to lose any paint. I want to be able to see properly what I've got before I start moving the paint off the board. That way, so now I'm going to take it to that corner a bit. I know there's little bits going off here and there, but that's fine. Take it down that way and then over. Right, stop, bring it back. Right, leave it to sit for a minute while I have a look at it. My legs has gone haywire there. Wow, there's some amazing cells. There's lots of like triple cell within a cell within a cell. There's some striping going through there. There's a few bubbles, so I am going to have to torch, which obviously will bring up a few more cells. But yeah, there's some nice things in here. I don't really like this bit, so I'll probably get rid of that. But I need to bring it down here a little bit more, stretch it out this way. Right, let's try that. I'm going to turn it round and bring it this way. Just don't want to lose too much. I can tip it that way now. That's amazing. So many cells. Right, come off that way. Right, I'm going to take it all the way off that corner. Quick, 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 quick. Go, go, go. And come back. Paint's drying quite nicely, and you can see that all of the paint is the same consistency because it's all moving together. If one colour starts sort of running away and leaving long thin lines, then you know that one is thinner than your other paints. But most of this seems to be equally matched. I've just got rid of that corner that I didn't really like. Right, so I've got 2 more corners to go. Get in there. It's quite dark. I did actually put quite a lot of black in it, which is what's given it the overall darkness. But it's okay. I need to come down this way. Just bring it down, bring it down. Paint's all up there at the moment. You can see it sort of moving backwards. And over the edge, back the other way. You just need to cover the little bits at the corners where it didn't quite make it. Right, so 1 more corner to go. As you can see, the cells are beginning to stretch quite a bit now. I could have done with maybe just a little bit more paint. Once I've covered this corner, I will give it a torch and see what else comes out. Nearly there. There we go. Lay it back down again. Just run your finger along underneath because it stops it pulling the paint off anymore. And you don't want it to go any further. Just stop it. Right, this is very, very dark, as I said. But I actually quite like it. Right, so I'm going to give it a quick torch, get rid of some of the bubbles. Air bubbles. Oop. And there's some more cells coming up as I do this. Bubbles up there. I think that's it. If I turn it round, probably easier said than done. Cup's falling over. There is a river of gold coming through this, which I think is really lovely. It's random. It is random, but I quite like it, and it just shows you do not need silicone. Use some Floetrol. It's not cheap. This is the UK Floetrol. As I said, I'm using 60% of this. This is cheap. Yeah, so 60% is your just PVA glue, 20% Floetrol and 20% water to make your pouring medium. And depending on what you're doing, like with something like this, I mixed 1 part of paint with 1 part of my pouring medium. So like if you use a teaspoon of paint, you use a teaspoon of your pouring medium. If you use a tablespoon, use a tablespoon of each. You know, if you were using one of these little cups, you know, half fill it with your paint, half fill with your pouring medium. That's sort of how you do it. It's no precision to it. It's random. You know, play, experiment, enjoy, have fun. Anyway, if you've enjoyed watching, it'd be lovely to have you subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up, share, it'd be brilliant. And any comments, I'd love to hear from you. I'll put all the details in the description below the video for you to have a go yourself. And thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, bye.